World peace, welcome back to the Cosmic Throne. Okay, now we have Aries rising with Jupiter transiting the first house. Isn't it exciting? Yes, it's exciting because Jupiter's in the first 13.20 degrees, which is Ashwini Nakshatra. According to Vedic astrology, of course, if you do not know your chart, you can go to thecosmicthrone.com and get your chart and a reading. Know where all your planets are. Now, moving on. So you got Jupiter in the first house. Obviously, for Aries rising, that is a blessing, right? That is fortune. That is expansion. That is your body, your goals, your endeavors, your dharma. Jupiter's connected with your 9th house and your 12th house, your spirituality. It's coming into yourself. It's getting great knowledge. It's getting wisdom. It's having this positive belief system. It's having this optimism about yourself. It's having this, it's getting you focused on your goals, but also your studies. It's getting you more focused and just overall it's uplifting. You think you can do anything right now, especially because it's still Aries season according to Vedic astrology. Now, according to Sidereal astrology, so therefore, we still have Sun in 15 degrees. Now, 15 degrees gives that more determination. It's in Bharani Nakshatra, which is more determined, more drive, more focus, more discipline, more judgment. But it's kind of a good time because with Rahu there, also in Ashwini with Jupiter, it could be very explosive, anger, very egoistic or egotistical. And it's a good time to just mellow out. Why? We got Mercury retrograde right now. Great time for introspection, great time for meditation. Ashwini, the twins, the horses, the 2 nose canals that were said to have birthed these Ashwini Kumars by the sun. And when you breathe, it's a great time for pranayama. I noticed doing yoga with my wife this morning, I was doing the 4 count or the square box breathing. It was more so 4 count breathing, not the box, because I wasn't holding it necessarily for 4 seconds, but that's when you breathe in, out. I was keeping it in my nose. And then box breathing is more in, hold, out, hold. Now, that felt really good, by the way. But take this time, especially as any placement with Aries, like Moon and Aries, take this time to connect with your inner self. Take your time, use your imagination to slow down time, especially with Bharani connected with Yama and a life and death and before and after and coming and going and initiating and completion of things and the refinement of something and the judgment of something. And take this time to not necessarily judge yourself, but it is also good to be discriminating and see and match up your actions with your mindset, your beliefs, and your emotions. So, especially with the Mercury that's there ruling the 6th house and the 3rd house. So that actually is bringing a good time to work on your body. For Aries ascendant while Jupiter's transiting, it's really great for if you do want to expand your body with muscles or whatever. You can. It probably see better results this year than ever before, unless you're past 24 years or 12. You know what I mean? You had a couple Jupiter returns and you realize every time Jupiter has gone into your 1st house, you may have expanded your body. But traveling could be definitely in the cards this year. You'll do some traveling. It could be overseas. It could be to some kind of pilgrimages. It could be to something that's more spiritual. It could be to traveling to do yoga, traveling to do meditation, traveling to go on a journey based on spirituality, any spiritual pursuits. But definitely, if you don't meet a guru, it is about having the inner guru lit up in your life and kind of feeling like you know where you're going, especially after Rahu leaves. When Rahu leaves and passes, well, Jupiter passes Rahu, or whatever, however you want to say it. Well, Jupiter's a little bit faster. Jupiter passes Rahu, even though he's going to go retrograde, that's going to be a time where you just feel like, oh, I have the right knowing and the right knowledge. The impulsiveness can be there. Mercury retrograde is a good time, in your first house is a good time to actually take the time to slow down. But it does, as an Aries rising, you don't really want to slow down necessarily. Depending on your other placements in Ashtak Varga, which is the point system that is associated with the planets and houses in your chart and how each planet will affect during transits, etc. But when you do make a decision, you really trust and believe in yourself. Now, like I said, Rahu here with Jupiter is bringing explosivity, which can turn into certain level of anger, and not necessarily going the right way, or the dharmic, or should I say the more righteous way of your belief systems. And they may be believing in the wrong people or wrong situations or the wrong ideas, and leading you to not being able to manifest your highest potential at the moment or in the past, and maybe you're able to see it now. So this is why this is a great time for introspection. Take advantage of Mercury retrograde. If you haven't meditated, take 5 minutes and meditate each day, even if it's just your imagination and seeing yourself do whatever you wanted to do. But I suggest a breathing. You can count down from 100 to 0 and then just see your body. And then after that, or at the same time, you can see a white wave of light coming over, and just watch your body just relax into it, and then just feel whatever was going on. Be able to identify what your emotions are and how you are in the driver's seat. And either you have been confused at who's at the wheel, or it's time for you to say, I am actually on my path. I just have to get around these other cars. Or maybe I just need to just take this drive and actually just take it all in. Maybe there's some beautiful scenery. Maybe I could just relax. Maybe I don't have to force so much. Maybe everything's coming to me. Where I'm going is coming to me. That's a good mantra. Where I'm going is coming to me. Where I'm headed is headed to me. Where I'm headed is headed to me. Where I'm headed is headed to me. That's a great mantra, and actually a great way to end this, especially when Ashwini or Aries in general is the head. So, world peace. I hope you got something out of this, and like and subscribe. Cosmic.